Hey, OLD, check out my buddy Alex Ribchester's Wednesday drum lesson, and don't forget to download the sheet music.
Bonjour my fellow drummers, it's Alex once again bringing you some more fun drumming ideas, and today's bit of fun is going to be based on a linear drum beat that I've sort of put together. It's really simple, you don't have to worry about any ghost notes or anything like that. It's all about learning the pattern and then just sort of getting creative by sort of voicing it around the kit, okay? It's quite sort of hip-hoppy, a bit funk, but you could use it, with any genre of music, just depends what kind of drummer you are. But either way, you should have some fun with it. So, sit back, relax, and here we go. Right, it's time to get funky. Now an average. Right, okay, so like I said, we're looking at a nice little linear pattern. We're playing one note at a time, so it should be really easy to follow what I'm doing. And all we've got to try and learn, first off, is we're going to learn 2 beats and then we'll repeat those 2 beats. So, follow this. We've got kick, right, right, kick, snare, kick, right, right. And if you repeat that, you've got 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and you speed it up. 1, E, and 2, and 3, even faster, without counting. And I like it. Okay, the cool thing about these linear grooves is they're really easy to learn. They're quite tricky to master because you can't have, like, your left hand can't be weak or your right foot can't be weak, because as soon as something isn't quite, raising their game, the beats or the groove is not going to work. Okay, so it's a really good one, like I said, for getting the independence of all those limbs sort of working evenly at the same time. Plus, it means once you've got the rhythm down, you can start spraying it all over the kit, which is also quite fun. So let's break it down a little bit slower. So we've got kick, tick, tick, kick, snare, kick, tick, tick. Okay, now what we're going to try and do is we're just going to vary up beat 4. Okay, so beat 1 and 3 are the same. Beat 2 is, well, we know what beat 2 is. That's snare, kick, tick, tick. But all we're going to do is we're going to take away that bass drum on the E of 4 or the E of 2. And that's just going to give that little backbeat on beat 4 just a little bit more space to breathe. So here we go, I'll show you what I mean. If I can hit the right bloody drum. A bit faster. So beat 4 has now become 4 and up, rather than 4E and up, just by moving that bass drum from the E. Now, once we've done that, it sounds quite nice if we then just change beats beats and an up of 4. Okay, so instead of it being just 2 hi-hats, we could, every other time round, make it a right-left, so it becomes right-left. Okay, now if we play that after we play with the normal ending, then we get like just a slight bit of variation, but it sort of creates like a resolution to the groove. So here we go. I like it. I think it sounds quite cool. And also, obviously, you can chuck the bass drum back in there as well if you like, just to again, just vary it up a little bit. Or what I quite like to do is if you're doing the double hi-hat at the end, just open it. For just 1/16th note on the up of 4, so you get this. thing about doing one of those linear grooves is when you want to sort of hit the crash and the bass drum at the same time, because you're kind of like, your mind's in a different mode. So sometimes you might see the odd mistake. But we shall move on. Right, here we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start moving it around the toms a little bit. So again, the only thing I'm actually going to move is my right hand. Okay, so the pattern between the kick and my left hand are going to remain exactly the same. They're always going to be, obviously the kick's not going anywhere, but I'm always going to keep my left hand on the snare. Okay, and then right hand, just as long as you've got that pattern embedded into your muscle memory, it doesn't really matter where you move your hand, just as long as you do the right number of notes. And it's going to sound sweet, hopefully. So I quite like that one. So you're going to do the whole sort of bar groove, so when you go, and you do that little right left at the end. So you start off the high tom, so kick, tom, tom, kick, snare, kick, kick, tom, tom, kick, snare, right, left. So let's try that a bit faster. Let's do it as like an alternative one. So here we go. It doesn't matter where you put it, you can just literally just move your right hand anywhere. So. Okay, and then when you start speeding up, it starts sounding a bit more lively, and when you can actually hit the drum, like I just did there, it makes it a little bit better as well. So I hope I didn't overcomplicate that. Yes, it was a little bit loose in certain places, but that's what happens when you just do it all in one take. Okay. Alright guys, I hope that helped. I hope you got something out of it. Just have a look. It's worth sort of like delving into the linear realm, just to sort of, like I said, just to get that independence going, and you know, just sort of test your coordination around the kit. But it's a really good way of just branching away from just playing the standard, you know, 8th notes or 16th notes of the hi-hat, and then dropping the kick and snare sort of in or around those. So, like I said, just go away, experiment, get creative, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Click like and subscribe if you did. And I think that'll pretty much do it. If you want the notation for this one, I'll stick it up on onlinedrummer.com. It's a great website for any drummer that wants to sort of talk to other drummers, learn about new hardware. There's lessons on there, sheet music. It's got the whole works, and it's run by a really nice guy called Nate Brown. So go and check it out, and you know, have fun. Alright guys, I'll call that a day and say goodbye. Bye bye.